What a week. It has been quite a week. Let's review it. Well, you know what day it is? It's weigh-in day. And this past week has been quite interesting and challenging and frustrating. And I did my best to not let it get me down, but it did get me down at times. So as you know, in previous posts, I've been dealing with my foot, fracture in my foot, and it sucks. I keep wanting to work out and I'm like, I can't. I've been trying to do some arm stuff, but I haven't been super consistent with that. Could have done more than I have, but thankfully I'm still keeping up with protein and water and all that, and focusing on the more important thing, which is the food. I did keep myself pretty active yesterday. I was up and down a lot because I was resting my foot, but then I was up and down working on the kitchen, putting together shelves, reorganizing the counter some. I made some meat, so I'd like put some stuff in the frying pan and then go and sit down and watch Hoarders. I was watching Hoarders while I was doing all of that because it was motivating. But yeah, it's been a hard week. I'm not gonna pretend that it hasn't been a hard week. And today I'm going to the doctor in like 20 minutes. I'm heading to the doctor to probably get another x-ray of my foot and just kind of get more confirmation on what I need to do to heal and get better faster. And hopefully I haven't been doing anything. I think I've been pretty careful, but I always get paranoid that I'm not doing enough. So today is a big day. Right now I'm getting ready. You kind of see my makeup marks on my face. I need to finish what I'm doing here. But it is weigh-in day. And I was kind of dreading this just because I know with being less active and not getting to do as much as I want to, and just feeling good about working out and stuff, I wasn't gonna lose as much this week, but that's probably okay. That's whatever. Anyway, I'm down 1.7 pounds. I'm down 63.9? I might have to go check. Hold on a second. Yeah, 63.9. I had to go check. Down 63.9 pounds. I lost 1.7 pounds this past week, which is not bad. It's not what I wanted, but it's not bad. So 14 weeks in, that's where I'm at. And I am 1.1 pounds away from being in the 280s, which is pretty exciting. So hopefully next week we'll see like a 289, 288, 287. I know I can't push it too far, but feeling really good. So the other thing I've been thinking about with the weight loss part of it is that my birthday is in like 3 weeks. And I kind of want to try to get down to 70 pounds down. So can I lose a little over 5 pounds in the next few weeks? I would like to. It'd be so awesome to give myself the birthday present of being 70 pounds down. So I better finish getting ready because my ride is going to be here because I can't drive because it's my right foot. So yeah, I better finish that, and I'll give you an update on my foot after my appointment. So, gotta wiggle my foot, gotta show you my wiggling foot. See, it works okay here. Is this not good enough? I was sitting there just laughing at myself because I was trying to entertain myself while I was waiting for a doctor, an x-ray tech, all that stuff. So here I'm being stupid. But yeah, they were trying to figure out the tech, and I was like watching them pull up my foot pictures on the monitor. Currently sitting outside of the hospital, just finished seeing the ortho doctor, and I have to wear the walking boot for 3 to 4 weeks. I don't have to use the crutches, which is awesome. I probably will sometimes too, just because of paranoia and all that. But sitting out here waiting for my Uber ride, and yeah, fun times. So yeah, I'm home. So like I said, I'm going to be wearing the boot for 3 to 4 weeks. She said after 3 weeks, if I want to try weight bearing, I can, just to see how it feels or whatever. I'm not going to be able to have a follow-up with her until 5 weeks out, because 4 weeks is a holiday. So that doesn't work. So I'll see her June 8th. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. But yeah, she said I could do some, she's like, whatever you normally do half. And I'm like, okay. So like if I walk the dog, like go half of the distance that I usually do. She's like, you don't have to like put super limitations on yourself, but just be careful and wear the boot. Don't have to use the crutches unless absolutely necessary, which I will, again, like I said, will be using sometimes, just when I take the brace off and move from the bed to the whatever. And then, yeah, so we have that for a while. She said that I'm allowed to drive. She's like, I don't have a problem with you driving short distances. But she's like, make sure you put your boot on as soon as you get there, wherever you're going. Wear a hard shoe, like a Birkenstock. And I'm like, I kind of have a sandal that might work. I don't know. So that's good, but also kind of sucky, because it'd be nice to not drive to certain places. But I have jury duty on Wednesday, and it's like 20 minutes away, and I told her about that, and she goes, yeah, I think you could do that. And I'm like, oh. But it's better than taking an Uber there and an Uber back. It's gonna be cheaper, so hopefully okay for my foot. So I still want to limit it, though. I don't want to like just all of a sudden, I'm not gonna like go crazy with going places and stuff like that. Like I want to be careful, because I would like this to heal, because I would like to get back to working out. So there was some other thing she noticed in my toe in the x-ray. Like there's these two things on your big toe. I have no idea what they're called. And she's like, she was pushing on it, and she's like, does this hurt? Does this hurt? And I'm like, no, it doesn't hurt. And she goes, it's weird. It's an abnormal thing for people to have like these two things. There's one that's separated into two. I wish I could explain it. But she's like, if you're not having pain, then she's like, it's just an abnormality, but it's fine. It's like, okay, I'm abnormal. But yeah, it was interesting seeing the x-rays this time, because when I saw them last week, I could kind of see the fracture. This time she was able to blow it up and put it on the big screen for me. And it was like, yeah, there's a fracture there. There's definitely a fracture. So we kind of talked about the possibility of me walking on the outside of my foot, but she's like, I don't necessarily see that. I don't see that being an issue, but we can definitely like look into that after your follow-up and stuff. And then we talked about different movements. If you're doing like a side movement, which in my workouts, I was doing some of that, like doing like walking step side to side kind of a thing. That could be part of it too, but she wasn't like super concerned about the things I've been doing. She's like, it's just your body's adjusting, and this is just something that happened and whatever. So yeah. So I really want this week to be a little bit more focused again. I mean, not saying I didn't focus on everything last week. I mean, I still lost 1.7 pounds. I'm not upset about that. But I could tell that I'm not, I don't know, I'm in it, but I feel like the inability to work out has really affected me mentally, and I need to do better with that. I need to, she said I could do my core, I could do my upper body. She's like, anything knees up basically would be fine. And so it's like I'm not completely limited. It's just different, and I have to adjust, and I need to adjust now. So I did do some arm workouts a couple times last week, so I didn't completely fall off the rails, but I don't know. I always think about like I want to do my lower body, because I feel like those are the bigger muscle groups, and I feel like that's where it's going to make the most difference, as far as like losing weight and stuff like that, but it is what it is at this point, and I just have to adjust and be okay and not throw a fit about it. So going into this new week, I have answers. I've seen the fracture. I know what I'm supposed to do right now. We have a care plan, as they call it. And yeah, I mean, I'm just barely under 64 pounds down. That's awesome. That's worth celebrating. I'm happy about that. So pick yourself up, Ange. It's gonna be fine. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. I would love to hear from you. Please comment below, like, comment, share, do all the YouTube-y things. Supports the channel, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.